Being a part of IVC in the community is beneficial to all of us.
Island volunteer caregivers, never in my life have I met another organization like it.
It just seems to me that people should have lives that are healthy but also happy.
It's been a real opportunity for me. It's a good idea for people to know about this.
All the people I've met at IVC has just been wonderful.
Just meeting people. I'm very appreciative.
I'm Sue Kubler. And
I'm Bob.
we started IVC almost 30 years ago. It's hard to believe. And it was just a simple beginning with 5 caregivers and maybe 10 care receivers.
Joyce and I would take turns doing the answering of the phone, and we'd keep a log. So we were aware of a wonderful woman who was handicapped. She was in a wheelchair. So Joyce and I went over with our rubber gloves and our bleach, and we scrubbed, and we got down on our hands and knees and scrubbed her apartment, and we got the giggles.
As I joined IVC board, I thought, well, maybe I should become a volunteer myself. So I said, I'll be a volunteer.
Well, the first fundraiser was sort of spontaneous, and we made a huge amount. We netted $900. That's amazing. Yeah.
So IVC began in a very little way with very few people, very few caregivers, but we were able to find people to volunteer.
And you volunteered what specific talent or gift or interest you had.
I love to vacuum. I've vacuumed all my life. Growing up on Mercer Island, 4, 5, 6 years old, I would vacuum.
And he still does.
I started facilitating grief groups for IVC in 2012, but in 2018, I got a phone call from Blodell Reserve asking if I might be interested in holding a grief support group at the Japanese guest house here at Blodell. And I said, yeah, I would. That would be fantastic.
The importance of gathering and to recognize, as we do with these candles, that when we gather, it's more than just the person that's coming in with their grief. There's someone that they've lost that we have to connect with.
We know isolation is a very important component to deteriorating life.
That isolation, IVC has taken me back out.
I was an IVC driver for 4 years. Now I've transferred from being a driver to a care receiver.
Old age snuck up on us. We just wanted to help older people. We didn't even think we'd ever be old, exactly. You know how you do.
It's really great for my life, for IVC, now to doing for me what I used to do for others. As they say, what comes around goes around, or maybe it's the opposite way. It goes around and comes around.
What's fun of looking at IVC is the many, many changes and the broadness it is now. Now I know there is a food program happening.
All the new programs, all the many faceted talents that are used, it all blossomed totally. Really, don't give us any credit for anything because it just all fell together beautifully. Thank you, God. Yeah.